Hi guys, Maikeru here. This is the Quest for Survival Hardcore Ironman series and we're on episode 26. In this episode I do lots and lots of thieving and I get the Ardy task done for the Ardougne cloak free. I'm super hyped because I really enjoy doing clue scrolls on this account, so doing elves with clue scrolls is going to be a really enjoyable experience for me. Not only am I going to get tons of resources from the elves and GP for prayer, I'm also going to get a nice amount of fortunate components and unique items from clue scrolls hopefully. Anyway, let's get into this video. So I was 75 thieving, but I had within the light done, which meant I could do the Menaphite one-click method. If you don't know how to do the Menaphite one-click method with Crystal Mask and Lightform, I will leave my guide in the description below. All you gotta do is put your screen like mine and you can spam click in the same spot and it will always be on Pickpocket. I got caught really often without the Ardy cape, so I got the Menaphite thug trapped in the corner because he just wanders around and he traps himself half the time. Once he's trapped in the corner, he won't move. I spam pickpocketed this Menaphite thug over and over again, obviously renewing my crystal mask and everything that I needed to do, until I got to 80 thieving. Now that I'm 80 thieving, I don't want to just keep doing this all the way and I don't want to do dwarf traders without the Ardy cloak. So it's better for me to now go for the Ardy cloak rather than wait for it and do it in the future, because it's going to save me the most time if I do it right now. So that's what it was. It was time to go do some quests for the Ardy cloak. First nice and annoying thing is that you have to grow a cat. I took advantage of the last day of the beach before it went and I fed my cat while training some cooking. Growing the cat didn't take too long really, a couple of hours, and it got me quite a lot of cooking experience doing the beach anyway, so that was decent. First things first, I had to pop a balloon in this monastery, which meant I had to do a monk's friend quest so then I could get the balloon to come down and pop them. That quest legit only took a couple of minutes, so it's absolutely fine. I've got much worse quests to come. For the easy tasks, I had all the requirements except for that one with the monk's friend, so they are done now. On to mediums and hards. As you can see from this list, I have quite a lot of the hards and mediums blocked off and I need to do a fair few quests in order to unlock them. Starting the quest grind for the Ardy cape, I done the tribal totem, shortly followed by the hand in the sand. Hand in the sand isn't too bad because I can buy some buckets of sand in order to make some glass if I need to in the future. And lastly, I done Back to My Roots. Back to My Roots was actually a decent quest and it gave some really nice experience. As you can see, it gave 24,000 farming, 40k woodcutting, 23k slayer and 15k agility XP. But the main thing this quest was needed for is a new vine farming patch. So then I just had to go and plant my vine tree seed and just wait. I'm not 100% sure how long it takes to grow, so I'll just go do some other quests while waiting. I did a fairy tale part 2. I probably should have done this ages ago, but I only partly started it so I had access to the fairy ring network anyway. Either way, it is done now. Next up, I done the sea slug. Not much to say about this quest, quick and easy. The follow-up from Sea Slug is the Slug Menace. This one was a little bit better, and it gave a little bit better rewards, but nothing to shout home about either. The next one in the line was Kenneth's Concerns. Kenneth's Concerns was a really weird quest. You had a kid that was going absolutely mental, you throw a toy train at him, and apparently he's back to normal now. It was kind of annoying to do with all of those stupid puzzles and stuff, but it's done now and I never have to do it again. Lastly, on the quest grind for now was the Watchtower quest. 4 quest points from a very easy quest is pretty decent if you ask me. Slowly but surely getting that 270 quest points that's needed for while Gothic sleeps. Taking a break from the quest grind, there is 2 tasks you got to do in Castle Wars. One is to fire the catapult, which is nice and straightforward, and then the other one is just to win a game. So I just went in here with a couple of friends and we made sure that the team I was on had a bit more points than the other, so when it ended, we won. In order to cure our boredom, because you have to sit there all the way till the end, I had a punching match with a friend. My bunyip made it so that I was absolutely OP because I was healing all the time. Needless to say, I smashed him. The last quest I needed for the medium task was the Enlightened Journey quest so I could do a route to the Castle Wars. After finishing the route to the Castle Wars, that was the medium task done. Now it was time for the hard tasks. All I had to do was kill the wild vine that I had grown myself. It took ages to fully grow. It was the longest part of this process, just waiting for it. Once it's fully grown, you either need to kill it with a hatchet or a melee weapon and it will use the hatchet in your tool belt. So I just used Soul Split, put my Sun Spear on, smacked it up a bit, and it used the Dragon Hatchet in my tool belt. Once it was dead, you could just then harvest it, and that was the hard task completed. So now I could go claim that juicy cape. Speaking to the guy in Yanil, I was able to get the cape, and I also got an XP lamp that gave me 23,000 XP into Herblore. 23k is not much by any means, but any free experience into Herblore is useful. That's pretty much a Jack of Trades run for the day. So now we can go back with our Ardy cape and get hit way less at Menaphite thugs. Before I went back to the Menaphite thugs, I wanted to see how much of the camouflage outfit I could make, or if I could even make a full set. So what happened with the previous sets I made, and what's happening with this set, is you'll never ever be able to make a full set yourself, as it always gives you the pieces in a certain order. So for example, you'll get all 3 helms, all 3 bodies, all 3 legs, all 3 gloves before you have the boots. So you won't actually get a full set until your third from last craft, where you craft your first set of boots. This makes it kind of annoying for Ironmen because you can't just trade piece for piece with a friend in order to fill a set. You actually have to wait until you've crafted that many. So I need to wait until I get a fair few more camouflage fragments before I'm even going to get the set, and that probably won't be till the high 90s. I went back to the Menaphite thugs, loaded my preset of the screen like this, and then just spam pickpocketed them in the corner. I was getting around 300 to nearly 400k experience an hour when I was levels 80 to 86. Obviously at 80 it was much easier for me to get caught, but with the Ardy cape it helped out a ton, and I was getting around 300k experience an hour. When I was at 85 it was nearly 400k experience an hour, which was absolutely insane. If I had the outfit or something like that, it definitely would be 400k experience an hour. I did Menaphite thugs until I hit 86 thieving, then it was time to go boost to Dwarf traders. Boosting to Dwarf traders means I had to make some Abyssal Lurker pouches and scrolls. When I went to the Abyss to train my strength ages ago, I managed to pick up some charms whenever I banked. This meant I had Abyssal charms to spend on these, and I didn't have to worry about going into the wilderness to go into the Abyss. During Amlod Hour you get 10% more scrolls, which means you get 11 scrolls per pouch instead of 10. So on an Amlod Hour I made quite a few Abyssal Stealth scrolls with an inventory of Abyssal Lurker pouches. And then I took them to Dwarf traders and started pickpocketing them. All you have to do is put your use special attack on your action bar alongside your crystal mask and your prayer pots and all of that, and you can just spam click in the same spot. When your level goes underneath 90, you'll just have to boost again with the lurker. So the hardest part to do is 86 because you have to boost constantly. So it's really annoying because of the constant boosting, but it's so worth it because these are like 500k experience an hour even at 86. So being able to get over 100k experience an hour more by going here is definitely worth the boost. I managed to hit 90 thieving, which meant I didn't need to boost anymore, so then I just put the Abyssal Lurker away and started doing it normally, and then it turned super AFK and I could just watch something on the side while spam clicking in the same spot. I spam clicked in the same spot all the way to 93 thieving. This means I can do 3 different elf clans now. I should be able to rotate between the 3 pretty easily if I use crystal mask while pickpocketing them. So it was off to Prif, now I was 93. Going to Prif to pickpocket was very awesome. I would use the crystal mask and I would not need to use light form, and I'd be able to AFK pickpocket for 5 minutes. Wearing the exoskeleton and the Ardy cape definitely help alongside the crystal mask. Now that I do have 3 clans, I was able to AFK all 3 and then go back to the first one after the 20 minutes. Occasionally I may have 3 minutes or so left on the timer. If I did ever have 3 minutes or so left on the timer, I would just do harps for 3 minutes and then get back to pickpocketing. It was so AFK, so simple, so easy, not to mention all of the awesome resources I'm going to get from this, all of the 1 dose super pots that I can decant into 3 doses for extreme pots, all of the extra ingredients like blue dragon scales for herblore, and then they have super compost, there's signs of the porter. There's just so many awesome things that you can pickpocket. Then on top of all of those awesome things that I'll be pickpocketing, I'll be getting a lot of GP. That GP will then be used on cleansing crystals on Heffin hours in order to get my prayer to 95. I'm going to be pickpocketing elves for quite a while, and I'll also be doing all of the clue scrolls they give me. Every time I get a hard and an elite, I'll be going to do both of them at the same time and repeating the process until I'm 99 thieving, and I may go a little bit over 99 as well. It was time to do some clue scrolls alongside my thieving. The next video will probably be full of clues, so if you do enjoy watching clue scrolls being undone and seeing what loot people get, then the next episode will be definitely one for you to watch. 456k is a pretty good clue. I got a palm tree seed in there, got some useful stuff. but I need to re-roll it because whenever I have a re-roll, I just need to take it. And it wasn't worth it, but it's not the worst reward. I still got some super restores and some alcohols and some bars. Like, it could have been worse, but the first reward was better. But hey ho, that was an extra chance at a die. I've got to take the rerolls when I get them. Oh man, I was AFK and checked my screen. I've got a crystal tool seed. That's pretty awesome. Crystal tool seed will help me whenever I want to do some smithing or fire making or something, and I can make a crystal tool and augment it. Neat. I managed to get 94 thieving. Every time I get a thieving level right now, it's going to unlock a new clan, which is absolutely great for me. So this one unlocked Amlord workers, and Amlord workers give a ton of signs of the porter, so those ones are going to be amazing. 129k, okay. Oh, I got a Bando's Quiff, so that is probably like my 20th fortunate components, so I need around 30 more by the time 107 invention rolls round. Pretty easily doable. I got a Dragon Square Shield Ornament kit, but I've got a reroll, so I'm just going to reroll it. Okay, so I got a U-Seed. Woohoo! I guess that's probably a good reward because it is XP, yeah. And some water talismans are okay for summoning in the future. 110k in alcohols, but I've got a reroll, so... it's not that much better. The Ardougne helm isn't actually a fortunate component, so it's just more alcohols really. I guess I'll keep the Ardougne helm because it looks a bit cool. Thanks for watching. Give the video a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you're new for loads of future content, all related to RuneScape 3. Lots of information on the screen if you fancy checking out any of that. And until next time, see ya.